Brad, 24 hours away from the under-18s kicking off their FA Youth Cup against Newport County here at the park. I mean, the guys must still be buzzing to be playing at the park.
Yeah, they are. They're really excited. We've had a couple of days prep ready for the game. Just literally got off the training pitch and then across here. The boys are really excited, and they love every occasion coming here. Supporting the first team and looking at what the first team do and how they play, and then getting their opportunity themselves in their own environment, so to speak, ready for the Youth Cup game. It's always a great occasion, and yeah, the boys are excited to say the least. So they're looking forward to hopefully getting some fans along as well to see them play.
And it'd be great for them to have as many fans as possible here tomorrow night, midweek game. Earlier kick-off and £5 or less, so I guess we just encourage many people to come along and support them.
Absolutely, it's a bargain. Hopefully we see some good football on display. The boys are playing some really good stuff at the moment. They're performing really well, and I hope that as many fans come as possible to support them on their journey, whatever level they end up playing at. This experience is invaluable for them in terms of their long-term player development pathway. So urge all the fans to come and watch and support the young Grecians, and there'll be a few names that they've seen before, hopefully. So I'll be looking forward to seeing as many fans as possible.
A lot of people might not be familiar with under-18s football. I mean, what can we expect from the game?
I think it will be a competitive game. As always, the boys will look to try and implement our style. We always want to try and make sure that we spoke about it today in our prep meeting around what do we want the fans that do come to remember us by, and they want an honest performance. They want us to be a team that plays and dominates possession of the ball first and foremost, and they want to outwork our opponents. So hopefully the fans will get to see everything that they writ down this morning in terms of what they want to provide the fans for entertainment, and hopefully score a few goals for them as well.
What will you be expecting from Newport as well? Are they a side that you're familiar with?
Yes and no. Obviously with the changes that have been happening, haven't been involved in the under-18s too much until the last few weeks in terms of game days with my role, but we've always historically played them in our league, so they'll be hard working, they'll be competitive, they'll look to try and play at times as well. So it'll be a game that will involve us to find calm heads and calm moments within some chaos at times, but I'm sure our boys are well equipped to be able to deal with that and deal with their style of play, which will be good.
Speaking of chaos as well, I mean, there's been quite a lot of changes around the club in the last few weeks. Kev obviously would have normally been taking the under-18s tomorrow, but him involved with the first team still means that you'll be taking the team with a few others, and your role is now head of coaching as well. So do you just want to maybe speak a bit about how your role's going as well?
I'm now in the head of coaching and player development role, so overseeing the football side of the programme alongside Aaron Pugh, who's our academy manager. With Kev stepping across into the first team, it's provided gaps within our sort of coaching setup, but the easiest way was for me to come in and fill that. I've been working within the programme for a long time, I've been at the club for a long time within various different roles. So and it's funny that myself and Aaron, who will be taking the team tomorrow, they're our first age group at under-10s, so to see them out on the pitch tomorrow night will be quite exciting for us. The role's going really well, really enjoying it. It's a new challenge from what I'm used to, obviously coming from the foundation phase predominantly, to then having the sort of bigger picture outlook on terms of our academy and the way and the direction that we want to go in, but a really good and positive step for myself and my career first and foremost, but also the club, and the backing that I got from previous manager and assistant was excellent. So I'm really looking forward to continuing that journey, but as well being able to help and support where needed is really important for me.
It says a lot about the academy setup and how the club works, that all these changes have happened, but nothing, in some ways nothing has changed and everything's gone on as normal, hasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we have to move forwards. We have to keep going. We have to keep continuing to do the best that we can do in order to give the players the best opportunity to progress and reach their potential, whatever that level may be. So we have to have to just get on with it, unfortunately. Changes do happen. They don't happen very often here in terms of the first team, but change is quite appropriate at times in academy football, so it does happen. But yeah, we're like-minded people at Exeter, and we want to just do the best for the players. The players always come at the forefront of our thinking all the time, so whatever the players need, we'll duck in together to help make sure that the programmes run with all the help of the staff. The academy staff have been absolutely fantastic in supporting the first team staff and players, and then staff in the academy supporting different elements of what needs to be done in terms of covering, because everyone's now a little bit stretched, but it's not a problem. We're happy with that.
It must be great for you as well to see likes of Ed James, Harrison King and Pedro involved in the first team, and then the likes of Mitch, Alfie and that involved. That Papa John's game last week, it just shows the progression is there, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it shows that opportunity's there. The opportunity that this football club provides is outstanding, and fingers crossed that remains there, and I'm sure it will do, and the boys will certainly give everything every day on the training pitch to ensure that they're ready for that opportunity as and when it comes. It's been fantastic to see, like the names that you've spoken about, Sonny, Ed. I think we forget that Sonny and Harry are still under 18s technically, because they've been around it for so long, and to see their development from my perspective, having seen them when they were 9 years old to now being in that first team environment is really good. It's a great feeling. Great feeling.
I guess as part of your role as well, you'll be working closely with Gary in terms of that, the link between academy and first team.
Absolutely, yeah. So I met Gary yesterday. We had a brief chat as we were looking at the new building as to what that's going to look like, and we mentioned that when things settle a little bit, we'll chat some football. And he's already said to me he's keen to have an eye on the academy. He wants to come and watch sessions, watch games, etc., and just offer his support in order to ease that transition as well. So it's really exciting times in terms of Gary's involvement within that, and speaks volumes as to the type of personnel that the club want around, because Matt, Wayne and Dan were absolutely fantastic in that respect. So to have that continuation of thought process is vital for us as a club.
You mentioned it there as well, but you must be really excited about when the new development is finished and it can finally be used. I mean, it's been years of difficult facilities, you'd say, and it's just going to be great again for the young guys coming through to a professional game, just to be in that better environment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be massive for us. Going there every day, in particular in the winter, having to sit there with 2 jumpers on and a big coat because the porta cabins are freezing and almost, there's a leak that comes through the middle on one of them. It's tough. That's just our buildings, let alone the first team ones. So to have that opportunity to be more together or in one building with the first team as well will breed more conversation about the players and how we do things. So we'll have a more organic togetherness in that respect and collaboration, but just a nice working space and a nice facility for our players and parents to come and use, as well as the new gym, etc., for the more for the pros and the under 18s and some of the younger age groups that need that facility. It's going to be massive for us, and it will look nice as well. So